At last, a bright sunny day. I just came across this as I'm walking by the river. It's in memory of Aristide de Souza Mendes from 1885 to 1954. My French is terrible, but I can read. I don't know if he said he saved or he got 10,000 Jews menaced by the Nazis and delivered visas to Portugal. May his memory be a blessing. Lost Quinconsis. The monument was dismantled in 1943. Farewell, peace, harmony, and happiness. But in 1944, 34 sculptures were found intact in Angers and made a triumphant return to Bordeaux in 1945. Since 1982, the wondrous seahorses were restored to their pool, and since then have gaily drawn the allegorical chariots. Crazy. Everything is universal. Bordeaux is a UNESCO World Heritage City and port city on the Garonne River in southwestern France. It's known for wine, oyster, art museums, food, and 18th to 19th century mansions. Did you know Bordeaux is the wine capital of the world? One of the oldest belfries in France, where the bell is hung, once served a dual purpose of the city's defense and a prison. It was built in the 15th century, and the bell was cast in 1775. Here is the opera. And look, very nice Intercontinental Hotel right there in the square. There are shops, restaurants, hotels, wine bars all along the pedestrian area. Great shoes in here, also very expensive, €145. Oh, they have a Galerie Lafayette here. Sonny and I happened to be in Paris the first year that they opened a McDonald's there, and long time ago, probably in the 80s, and the lines were down the street. I better start walking back because I do have a tour this afternoon, and I've already walked 2 miles. Well, that's different. Very nice pillowcases. Lots of different kinds of soap on a rope. Crazy. I came right out at Place de Bourse, and there's our ship right there. Well, I've already dropped my camera twice today. Hopefully it's still working. This is called the Mirror of the Bourse, and depending on the time of day, there's supposed to be really great reflections. For the afternoon excursion, we're back to the Vax. The Vax.
That is to say, in the past, in the end of the 17th century, 18th century, and even 19th, the Médoc. Now, the Cour de Médoc, maybe that rings a bell to you. That's the name of a wine region. It's true, if we with Olivier we would go all the way on, straight on, we would enter into the Médoc. Médoc gives some famous names like the wines of Margaux, Pauillac, Saint-Estèphe. Right, now it's a chic restaurant, but before it used to be the wine merchandiser Calvet. Lime soil, which really comes from the right bank, because on the right bank there you have every 15 years or so. This is what
I swear to God, you could evacuate a 747 faster than you can one bus. At one time, all the wine was bottled along the embankment in houses. There was no such thing as being stored or bottled in a chateau, which came later on. Also, the mid-18th century was the glory and richest days of Bordeaux. This is a 1 kilometer long shopping street. The square is from the medieval days. It's like the Flatiron Building in New York. Well, so far I'm very bored. We're walking everywhere I walked before. This is the Cathedral de Notre Dame here in Bordeaux.
Very much
Very
decorated.
end of the
It used to be
about 1680 something, she said.
You find with your yeah, this has this out here. But we were going.
You know, the colors of Benetton. Of course, I saw Chanel. As you can see, the limestone gets very dark in time, and Bordeaux went on a massive cleaning spree, power washing the buildings. Ooh, chocolate from Alain Ducasse.
So he should work here if he's not on holiday. Alain Juppé, you see, 2 times he was elected, but between he had some problem with the government. He did some financial problems, not for himself, but for his area they lived in. The
City Hall
apartments.
constructed in the mid-1800s.
And then
At one time, it was a private house.
which is the harbor of the moon.
This was the original entrance to the church. It was a very small church. And Eleanor of Aquitaine was married here. Cathedral Saint Andre. It took no less than 800 years to build and equip this remarkable monument in the city. The nave, with its Romanesque structure, 12th century, is the oldest part. The transept and the apse is 14th century. The tower, the bell tower, is separated from the ladder so not to threaten its structural integrity. It is named after the Archbishop of Bordeaux, who commissioned its construction in 1440. It's very difficult to get to Bordeaux from the estuary into Bordeaux. And because of the tides and the Garonne flows into the Dordogne.
The big bell tower. So it's
Oh,
very
yes.
pretty. As a big bell which sounded for good times and bad times, like marriage, or when it was the
Bring out your bodies, plague.
the when they picked the grapes, or also bad when there were fire or invaders. It's really the official exit of Bordeaux. Also the pilgrims used to take it, so Saint-Jacques-de-Compostelle. So the countryside was already here on the right. And front of us, the oldest bridge, which you probably saw from your ship already, Le Pont de Pierre, not made of limestone, but made of brick. Do you say that? Because it was very hard
The
to
bridge
get
is constructed in
the stream in the Garonne River.
1823.
It's